super excited to be a part of this call today. Now, if you don't have your video on, turn it on. I like to see the people that I'm talking to. So we got Grace and we got Sylvia, and turn your cameras on so I can see you. So when I'm talking, I feel like I'm talking to someone and not myself. So I want to say good day to each and every one of you. I want to start off by saying congratulations. The Superstar team is really starting to create that great momentum that's necessary to take each and every one of you to the top. You know, momentum is an awesome thing. And once you get momentum, it's like pushing a car. If the car is still, it takes more effort to move that car than if the car has some movement. And if there is some movement, it's very easy to move that car to a faster pace than if we were trying to push it from the start. So I like to say congratulations because you all have great momentum there. If I'm correct, you all had at least 3 or 4 new people that became director in the month of March. Am I correct, Josephat?
Yes, Ricco, we had 4 brand new directors who are in this call already.
Big round of applause, everyone, because, you know, that's a great job when you can get 4 people to make the next step towards achieving their goals. See, one of the things that people really need to understand, everything that Josephat and Pirose, myself and Paul, everything that we do, it's not for us. It's designed to assist each and every one of you in this process of achieving the things that you want to achieve. We call it your goals and your dreams, but the reality is it is what you want. More than anything else, let's call it what I want. And not what you need, but what I want. And that is what we're trying to assist you in. You know, you all have to fully engage so that you can keep the excitement that you all have generated in the Superstar team. You have to fully engage to ensure that that momentum continues. You know, the last year and or so, with COVID as a part of our everyday life, we have increased our product sales. And that's a good thing because people have become aware of the need for supplementation, nutritional supplementation, taking better care of themselves. But here is what I want you to be aware of also. As people start to get their vaccine, as the worry of COVID-19 start to diminish, people are now getting towards the end of their disposable income. So that means not a lot of people are going to be buying as much product as they have bought in the past. So how do we overcome that? Well, we overcome that by building a large, gigantic network of people, a network of people qualifying at the title that they have. You see, the first step in our process of success is that at every level of the organization, there is a requirement. That requirement is, as a distributor, you should do 100 points. As a manager, you should do 500 points. As a senior manager, you should do 1,000 points. As a director, you should do 4,000 points or more. That is important. That is one of the most important part of the process. Continually qualifying at your title, wherever you are. That is your number one goal, is to maintain qualifications, because all of the incomes that we talk about, all of the trips that we talk about, all of the benefits that we talk about are predicated on each and every one of you, not just you, but the people that are a part of your team, qualifying at the title that they have achieved. We're not in the business of selling titles. That's not what we're doing. Yes, I think the titles are nice, but that's not our business. Our business is to help you to achieve the things that you want. And we know in the process of building your network of people, qualifying is one of the most important steps that we have to take. Now, you have to understand, how do I qualify, Ricco? What is one of the key ingredients of me qualifying each and every month? Well, the first ingredient is understanding our business. We are a need-based business organization, a need-based business. You see, the near-life opportunity is a way for an individual to satisfy their needs. It's a way for an individual to satisfy their needs. Now, if we're in a need-based business, one of the most important things that we can do is reach out to the hundreds of thousands and millions of people still there in Kenya that does not know who we are. Now, so you say, okay, Ricco, let's say there's 30, 40 million people in Kenya that still don't know who we are. How do we reach those individuals so we can maintain qualifications? Well, if we use the premise of this being a need-based business, the first thing is you have to identify who would like to be a near-life distributor with the benefits that we provide and the opportunity to realize their dreams. Well, the first person is anyone that is 18 years of age or older. You've heard me say that a million times before today. Who? Anyone that is 18 years of age or older. That is the foundation. So now if you take that mindset and say the only thing that I have to worry about is, are they 18 years of age or older? If they are, then they are a potential member of your organization. The second thing is why. Why would someone want to become a near-life distributor? Well, the answer is we all have needs. Our needs are predicated on where our lives are at this point in time. It's not a need that runs concurrent with anything in society. It's where we are. It's where your life is right now today. Now, when we look at our needs, the first thing we have to do is, how do you meet someone and identify their needs? Well, the way you do that is through a concept that we use called the power of questions. The power of questions. Now, the power of question, it sounds like a complicated concept, but it's not. You do it each and every day. You talk to people every single day, and you ask people questions every single day. But what you have to do as a business owner trying to expand your reach, you have to use those questions to help you to identify something that you can convert to your business. Do you understand? Okay, there you go. I like that. I see someone nodding their head, yes. That way, I mean, I understand that you're with me. So you ask the question, hi, how you doing? Do you have a family? Are your kids in school? What do you do for a living? Any question, it doesn't matter, because all you're trying to do is to hear something that you can say, okay, I can convert that thing that they said to me into a desire to build a business. Now, what we're looking for primarily are two areas in our questions. One, we're either looking to see if they have a financial need or if they have a physical need. Now, those are two different things, but in our business, they work as one because our business is predicated on people using our product. And if you're going to build this huge network, this gigantic network, it is important that you know how to marry the two into one. Now, so you've talked to someone and they talk to you about their health or their finances. Now, what are you going to do? That's the next step. What are you going to do? Well, the first thing you have to do is have an approach. To have an approach on how you can convert. It's called the power. No, you said the power of questions, and then you have the answer, which is the power question. The power question. So I might say to Joseph, I'm talking to him, and I hear something in there where he would like to have a little bit more money. Then I would say to him, you know, I have my own business. And in my business, we help individuals such as yourself to earn lots of money. As a matter of fact, we have a program where I could take you from where you are today and add an additional 50, 60, or 70,000 Kenyan shillings to your life in 3 basic steps. Is this something that you would be interested in hearing about? So now what you've done is you've opened the door up for him to say yes or no. Yes or no. And if you say, Joseph, I say, yes, I'd like to hear about that. Then what is the next step? See, our business is not something that we just pull out of the air. The foundation of our business is that we know what to do at each step. So if Joseph say, yeah, man, I'd like to hear about that, then you would say, okay, give me 15 minutes of your time. I only need 15 minutes of your time. So now you got the person and you're sitting down with them. Now, here's where we as a people, not just in Kenya, but around the world, where we make a mistake. When we sit down with someone, it is so easy for us to get caught up into talking about our product. Yes or no? Yes, it's so easy. And what we do is we get so hooked on the product that we forget to really share with them. Now, I get hooked on the product, and Joseph said he wants to earn some money, and I'm telling him about the product. Well, that doesn't keep him excited. So what we need to do is we need to learn to tell our story. Anytime you sit down with someone, it is important that you tell your ID, that you share your ID. Now, what is ID? It's identification. Write that down. Identification, that's your ID. The power of your identification is, my goal is to get Josephat to say, wow, this guy is just like me. He started a business and now he's doing well. It is not just what the product has done for me. It is my story. Now, you need to learn to tell your story. I know Josephat and Pierre Rose spent a lot of time working with you all on sharing, but you know, it is up to each and every one of you as an individual to share your story effectively. Where were you? You know, before I started working with Near Life, I was working for another company. I thought I was doing okay. I thought I had a great title. I thought life was so wonderful. So I was a school teacher, or I was an engineer, or I didn't have a job. And you know, I was looking for a way to improve my financial life. And then I found Near Life. Now, If you say, I also had a problem, I had a health-related problem, and I started using the product and I felt better. And once I felt better, I was convinced, I was sold that I could take these wonderful products and build my business. So I started talking to people about my business, not just about the product, because this is your business. This is not Piero's and Josephat's business. This is not Paul's business. It's not Ricco. This is your individual business. The objective of that business is to expand your reach. In network marketing, the way you cause the movement of more product is to get more people working on towards their goals and dreams. It is not trying to sell more boxes of Pro Vitality. It is by getting more people in the system that have a desire to move ahead in their lives. The more people you get that are working on realizing what they want, then the more product you're going to move. And when you move more product, you're going to activate the marketing plan, so that compensation plan, so that it will pay you more money. How many of you want more money? Yes, I want more money. You want more money. It's just a matter of understanding how you're going to earn that money. Now I'm going to sit down with Josephat. I'm going to tell my story first. That's the first thing you have to do, because people don't know Neolife. They don't buy Neolife. They buy you. Write that down. People buy me. They buy me. They don't know Neolife. They don't know the inner workings of Neolife. But if you have integrity, if you have honesty, if you have passion in what you're saying, then guess what? They will buy into you and what you are offering them. The next thing you do is because in Josephat's case, I'm going to share with him the basic 3 director model first. Why? Because his first goal was to earn more money. So I'm going to show him how he can earn more money. I'm not talking about a opportunity meeting presentation. I'm talking about a basic explanation of the basic 3 model, where it shows a person simple and easy how you can earn 50, 60, 70,000 Kenyan shillings in a short period of time. Now, after I share with him the basic 3 model, then I'm going to say, let me give you a quick explanation of the product that we're going to use. Again, Neolife is an international company that provides you with a high quality product that you partner with. My success in any of this is based on the system that you have, that you're running. Your system is going to make me successful. Neolife is going to provide the product and maintain a high standard of product, so that you will have a good product to share in your business. So I'm going to sit down and I'm going to share with him the basic 3 model, and then I'm going to review with him cellular nutrition on one product. That is Pro Vitality or Trin. I am not going to try to get into curing disease. I'm not going to talk about cancer and heart disease. I am going to talk about health and wellness. Health is how your body functions. Wellness is how your body feels. What we forget is there are more people that their body is functioning well, but they just don't feel good. Hello? Are you with me? They just don't feel good. They get up in the morning, they don't know why they're tired, they're sluggish, they don't get a good night's sleep. And it's because they're not eating, they're not exercising, and they're not doing a lot of things. So don't try to explain disease. Now, if someone comes to you and they have a problem, then that's a different story. But when you're trying to build a network, you have to try to find someone who is interested in building a business. Now, yes, you're going to meet a lot of people, and you're going to sit down and do one-on-ones with a lot of people. But here's the reality. Even when a person registers with you, here are the options or the individuals that you are going to get. I call them the 5 types of distributors. The 5 types of distributors. So I may register with you, and the first may be I am just a wholesale user, a customer. But I register. I complete the kit. But the reality is, I don't want to work the business. I just want to use the product. And I want to get the product at the best cost. Okay? That's the first type of person that you're going to get. Everyone that you sponsor will not be a worker. You need to know what to do with that individual and how to keep them motivated. The next thing is you might get a socially oriented person. Socially oriented. Now, that's kind of neat because, you know, that person will come to meetings. They'll get on the Zoom calls. They'll arrange the Zoom call. If they're in your team and you're having a meeting, they're going to be there and they're going to be smiling. They're going to have a lot of energy. Now, they may become a manager, but they don't want to be any more than a manager. They want to do just enough so that they can be involved in everything that's going on. They're social people. They like the positive attitudes. They like the energy that you all have at the meetings. They like the personal development, but they're not really interested in building a business. The third type of person that you're going to find is we call them a short-term goal person. A short-term goal person. Now, here's the funny part about that. That person will come on and they will go like gangbusters. I mean, they will be excited. They will come on and quickly become a manager. They will come on and quickly become a senior manager. And then all of a sudden, they drop off the face of the earth. You probably had some people like that before, haven't you? Yes, I know. And you know why they drop off the face of the earth? It's because they have then satisfied that short-term need, that short-term goal. They have satisfied that and they don't have a need to work anymore. So it is your goal not to try to force them to go farther, but to encourage them by helping to establish a new short-term goal. A new short-term goal. Now, then we have the next person is what we call a consistent part-time earner. A consistent part-time earner. Now, they don't want to earn the big incomes. They have no desire to become president's team. But if they could earn 40, 50, 60, 70,000 Kenyan shillings every month to add to their current lifestyle, they're happy. That person would either be a consistently qualifying senior manager or a consistently qualifying director. Now, you want some of them. You want a lot of them, especially if they're consistently qualifying director. You want them to do the same job every single month, and they're happy with that income. Your job is to keep them motivated by recognizing the effort that they put in, making them feel good about the job that they're doing. Sometimes we try to push people into doing more, to do more, to do more. And then sometimes we lose them because they don't want to do anymore. And if you get a consistently qualifying person, your job is to find out if they want to do more or if they are happy where they are. Are we together on that? Now, here's the last type. A career builder. That's you. That's each and every one of you on this call today. You all are career builders. You want to build a large, dynamic network. So when you are a career builder, there are some things that you have to understand. Now, the first thing is in your organization, your first goal is to help people to earn money, distributor income. If you don't help them to earn money, then there is no way they're going to contribute to the development of your team. So the first thing is helping your new person to earn money, right? The next thing is you have to obligate your new person to work. Now, you can't obligate them, but you can do things that will cause them to want to work. Anybody that gets started without getting a small inventory, they're not extremely serious. And if you're asking them to get started without a small inventory, then you're not serious. Now, because you ask does not mean everyone is going to do it. But no one's going to do it if you don't ask, right? Yes or no? Right. So you have to have a system. The next thing is you need to have a system. And I know team superstars have a system of developing people. You have to follow that system. If you want to be a consistently qualifying individual, you have to embrace that system. You have to learn that system. You have to understand that system, and then you have to implement that system. I know that I've worked with Josephat and Piros, and I know they have a way of helping people to achieve success. And you have to follow that system. And it's not just about selling vitamins. It's about building the business. A career builder is someone that will take the system and implement the system and make sure that they understand what is happening so they will know what to do about making the corrections that are necessary. So we are a need-based business. And because we're a need-based business, our first objective is how to identify the needs of the individuals that we are going to talk to. And then once we identify their needs, then we need to understand what we are going to get. Now, I'm going to do a little short illustration for you. I think I have paper and pencil somewhere around here. And I hope each of you can see this. I have a little gadget that I like to work with, but it's not connected. So I'm going to show you on paper. I want you to draw a graph like this on a sheet of paper. I want each and every one of you to do a graph like this. Okay? On the line pointing up, I want you to put an R for responsibility. On the line going across the bottom, I want you to put T for time. Okay. When you get a new person in your business, in your individual team, in your nursery, they have 0 can you see that? 0% responsibility for their success. You have 100% responsibility. They don't have any responsibility for their success, you do. Now, what you're trying to do over time is you're trying to increase their responsibility to be 100%, from 0 to 100%. And what you're trying to do also is reduce your responsibility from 100% to 0. Now, in doing that, you have 3 groups. You have 3 groups, 1, 2, 3. You have 3 groups of people that you're working with. In the first group, you have your personal team, or I know in Africa they call it the nursery. So you have your personal team. Then you have your director team. And last but not least, you have your world team and president's team. So, you know, I know a lot of you all are not there, so we're not going to spend any time talking about world team and president's team. Where I want to focus is on your director, your personal team. Why is your personal team so important? Because in your personal team is where you're going to develop legs. In our business, you need legs to move forward. Now, in your personal team, the amount of time that you need to give them is daily and weekly. Daily and weekly. That's how much time you need to spend most of your time. You see, 98% of your effort should be placed in developing the individuals in your team. Developing the individuals. When you develop those individuals, it empowers them. It gives them the knowledge and the information to build the network. I am not going to do something that I don't know how to do. I'm not going to do something that I'm not sure about doing. It is your responsibility to ensure that I have all that I need to help. Now, here are some of the things. This is not all of them, but I'm going to give you some of them. Let me see if I got my notes. I got them somewhere around here. Are you ready? Okay. Here are some of the things that you have to do to assist your personal team so that you can maintain consistent qualification as a director. You have to personally recruit. You cannot have a personal team if you don't personally recruit. As a director, you should average in your team at least 10 new starts per month. Not personally, but in your team. That is your distributors, your managers, your senior managers, and even if you have unqualified directors, you should have at least 10 team starts every month. If you are a world team member, you should have at least 15 to 20 in your team every month. Now, Josephat and Piros, well, you all should have 20 to 30 team nursery new starts every month. If you don't bring the people in, you're not going to generate the new volume. In our business, there are people in and then there's some people out. So as a director, 10 to 15. As a world team member, 15 to 20. As a president's team, 20 to 30. You need to learn how to do your individual opportunity meetings. Don't expect the company, don't expect your president's team members to do all of your opportunity meetings. They may not be available when you need to do one. So you need to learn to do your own opportunity meetings. And you need to do at least 2 of them each and every week. You need to learn to do basic training. Basic training is where you're going to equip people with how to do some of the basic functions in our business. How to complete an application, how to order online, how to sponsor someone online, how to talk to someone, how to conduct different types of things. You need to teach your new teams how to do a one-on-one presentation. That is, if I can impress anything upon each and every one of you, that is one of the most important things you can teach your new distributors, how to do an effective one-on-one presentation. Because if you don't, they're always going to wait on you. And I don't think you always want them waiting on you. I think you want them to do some meetings on their own. Yes or no? Yes? You need to teach them how to develop customers. Now, to develop a customer, remember, if we are a need-based business, we should always, I think, open it up so that people can see that we have both a financial benefit and a physical benefit. And if they're not interested in your financial benefit, then yes, you should convert them to your physical. And that is where you find your customers. It is not going out looking for sick people. Hello? Quit just looking for sick people. Talk to everyone and let them decide where their needs are. You need to make sure you teach every individual how to do their ID. Don't worry about how much success they've had. They can always share your success or someone else's success. You need to teach them that the foundation of sponsoring in our business is from the list of names. That's the foundation. The next thing is you need to teach them how to contact the people on their list of names. You need to give them words to say. You need to say, when you call someone, I want you to say this. And then you need to teach them how to respond to any answer that they get. So if I had said to Josephat, you know, I have my own business, and in my business, I help people earn money, travel, feel better, and receive recognition. Is this something you would be interested in hearing? If Josephat says no, then I say, okay. Then I asked him, remember developing customers? Then I would say, would you be interested in hearing about a product that will boost your immune system 37% in 21 days? If he says no, I said, okay, no problem. Then I would say to him, do you know 5 people that would be interested in hearing about earning money, traveling, feeling better, and receiving recognition. Teach them to answer those questions. If they say, yes, I'm interested in hearing about it, then teach them how to do the one-on-one presentation. Here are the last two things. You have to teach them how to set goals. They need a weekly goal. How many people they're going to talk to? How many people they want to sponsor? If they're selling product, how much product they want to sell. And then the last thing is you need to motivate them. Now, people are going to have setbacks. They're not going to get it right every time. That's okay. But when we don't get it right, we have to see that as a beginning and not an end. When we don't get it right, we have to see it as a beginning and not an end. We can't just sit down or lay down. We have to make sure that we take it as a learning process and we learn the lesson. There's something to be gained from every mistake that we make. Habits decide your future. Remember, have a habit of doing something every day towards your business. People think, well, I'm going out to work my business. No, you don't go out to work your business. You work your business whenever you go out or whenever you make a phone call. And here's the last one. If you don't go for it, you won't have it. You all understand the possibilities of this business. You really know what can happen. You know the incomes that you can earn. Your upline, president's team, world team, they have shown you what can happen in this business. You can have it too, but the only way you're going to have it is that you go all in. You know, sometime last year I said you need to jump. Jump and go for it. And jump just simply means just understanding my potential. Just understanding my potential. You have such great possibilities. You have such great leaders and Josephat and Piros and the world team members that all you have to do is jump. Know that you have the potential for building a large network and go for it. Don't let anything hold you back. Know that consistent qualification wherever you are is one of the most essential requirements in building the type of business that you want to build. Qualify, 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 qualify each month. Qualify. Make sure you're sponsoring. Qualify. Make sure you're developing people. Qualify. Make sure you're spending time with your personal team. Qualify. Qualifying at your current title is the key to your success. I want to thank you all for inviting me to participate this morning. Paul and I have another meeting that we have to go to. Paul keeps me pretty busy. I'm going to take care of him whenever I get back to Kenya. I'm going to pop him on the top of the head. So thank you all very much. It's been a pleasure. I'm going to turn it back over to Josephat, but we're going to be leaving the call so that you all can finish having the type of meeting, the meeting that you all were planning to have. God bless you. I love each and every one of you. Take care. Bye-bye.